What's going on, everybody? Brett here, and we're back playing some more Battle Brothers on the Beast and Exploration DLC. Picking up a little bit after where we left off last time. I think we left off in Sudfest, and in my free time, guys, I played a little bit. I wanted to say I'm sorry. I try to record every single day and put out videos really every day, at least one. And the last 2 days I didn't for kind of various reasons. But I did get to play a little bit in my off time. I just never really had the chance to record. So what I did was I came down here. You'll see kind of the path I took. I found this place, which I think we're going to attack today. I found this really scary place, Derek Ghoul. It looks like it's got a ton of orcs in it. And then I came down to this kind of cool little, like, whirlpool into a mountain area. And took out a lot of orcs. So tons of orc berserkers. It was fun. This was like a little bit of a bigger city, so it was kind of cool fighting it under the lonely mountain down here. But I was hoping to explore a bit today. Derek Ghoul, I don't know if we'll fight this. It's a really powerful orc encampment, and this is probably a really powerful Ancient Dead encampment as well. But before well, actually, you know what? That's enough of me talking, I think. I don't know if we had any levels or whatever, but I did bring in Sir Balin over Aracel. I think that might be something I did on camera, but if not, just wanted to go ahead and make sure you guys knew that. No unique loot from all those fights, but it was still pretty fun. So here, this is going to be a kind of a tough orc fight as well. Yeah, we can get into it while I just talk a little bit, maybe about my weekend. So some good and bad things happened, if you guys are interested. We're just going to pass with our front line. I'll start with the, maybe the good thing, the best thing. My kids. I spent a lot of good time with my kids. They're still riding training wheels for their bikes. I have a girl and a boy. And, yeah, still in training wheels. Trying to get them out of training wheels. So I wanted to spend some time with them and help them ride around the neighborhood and get more comfortable. Not quite there yet, but we're very close. And whenever you get to spend quality time like that with your family, definitely take it. I've never regretted spending, that kind of time with family. But you'll always regret not doing it. So I was happy to do that this weekend. And just a lot of other smaller family things that got done. I'm pretty happy to report that it it was all very good. But anyway, bad stuff, right? So this is stuff that I've already talked about. I tried everything I could find to get OBS to continue working for me, and it doesn't. OBS is my recording software. It's free, so it's kind of hard to complain. But at the same time, it's pretty much what every YouTuber uses. And in searching kind of for the issues and trying to get it to work again, I saw just how many people also have the same issue, and it's kind of absurd. And there doesn't really seem to be a real fix for it, so it's kind of sad. I'm looking at different types of workarounds, and I think I have one, but it's going to cost me money. So, the options are basically pay for software that I've been using for free, and hope that it's kind of a similar quality. And that just, it sucks. It sucks to pay for something that, you've been getting for free. The one that comes on my computer is fine. To be honest, it's probably as good as some of the stuff I may end up paying for. But it does have its issues. I've had some people tell me they don't really hear much audio problems. I've had other people remark that the audio for certain videos is bad. I have basically 3 mics. I have 2 headsets. One of which is supposed to be a good quality one, and it just doesn't seem like it is. I think it has like a background noise canceling property, and what ends up happening is it's like constantly, oh, that was awesome, we killed 3. What constantly happens is I think it's almost like always picking up stuff in the background, so it's like always trying to correct itself, and you're always getting like this kind of static sound. So anyway, but I also have a third mic, which is a standalone one. I think it's Blue is the name brand. I forget. I gotta look at it. But it was a gift from a buddy of mine who used to stream, and he told me it was a really great mic. So once I get my desk set up complete, and it's still not complete, I will be able to stream and to record in an environment that's like way more like sterile, I guess would be a good word for recording. And it won't be background noise. There won't be like interruptions. It'll be so much better. And I can't wait to get into that. When I first started like YouTube, I started by trying to stream. I set up a stream on YouTube. It was Battle Brothers. I did a couple of streams and they were really bad. I felt really awkward, kind of like talking to myself. I only had like 1 or 2 viewers at a time. And it wasn't really about the views. It was about me trying to understand how YouTube works and how streaming works and, you know, how to use OBS correctly. And it was a lot of just me trying to learn on the fly, like force myself into understanding this. And it worked. And I could still do it, but like I said, OBS doesn't work now. So there's some other more interesting options. There's a company called Shadow, where you basically, it's almost like downloading a computer, but they're a company that you kind of get like remote access to a borderline supercomputer, like via a subscription and an app, and you just install all your programs, and through an app, through like a portal, you're able to make use of their computer. So I've thought about using that, and honestly, it seems like a pretty good idea from just like the subscription based. When you add it up, like I think it's something like $30 a month, something like that. When you add it up and you consider how much I spend personally on my computer over the years, my computers, I've gotten a more and more, I would say, expensive taste for computers. Not going to go too deep into it, but I probably spent too much money on the one I'm currently using, and the idea of only spending $30 a month to have access to a computer that I don't even have to mess with, that's just constantly being upgraded, it seems pretty cool to me. And you can just use whatever, you know, junk laptop you have laying around, and it'll perform very well. But anyway, so Derek Ghoul, this place is intimidating. Plethora of Orc Young. I mean, this could be anywhere, I think, from like in the low 20s to like 30 or so. You know what we're gonna do, guys? We've broken the fourth wall several times in this playthrough, and I see no reason why we can't have some fun here. We could try this. I mean, I don't feel super comfortable because we're not using our A-team. How hurt are you? Not really. I was considering bringing in someone like Aerosel. We're not really using our super A-team, and some of our brothers aren't all the way leveled yet. But I think we'll be fine. I don't hate our chances in this fight. Take a 3 there. That's cool. Man, Guido's got some pretty good stats. What's his weakness? Ah, that's true. His resolve went up. Let's wait. Hold on before we do that. Experience gain and initiative. Yeah. Let's take a 4, a 3, and a 3. Okay. He never needs resolve pumped ever again. He almost doesn't need melee skill pumped at all. And we can just focus on defensive stats, and if he gets good HP rolls, that'll be nice with his Colossus. And for him, with that mace, he's got reach advantage already. He's got all the important ones, but what he needs is Indomitable. Then probably Underdog, Lone Wolf. Let's get Indomitable first. Such a useful ability. Really grown in my opinion. Yeah, let's try it. This is going to be a lot of enemies. This is a pretty dangerous fight. 30? Ugh. Yeah, I don't know if we can beat 30 of these guys. When they get to this point, they just swarm. And we step back here. We're going to let Guido take this charge on the chin with Indomitable active so they can't stun him. We need Lance and we need Aerosel to do huge work in terms of the melee fight. And then we need our archers to stay protected and, excuse me, continue to fire because they're going to be our DPS. We have to clear out as many Orc Young as we possibly can before the battle starts, before it really starts. And that's going to come from us getting, you know, these Berserk resets. We've already got one. We use that to our advantage. We're going to get this kill and then maybe be able to put 2 shots on this guy up here. So let's get the reset. Perfect. Boom. Okay. I'll take it. Was really hoping to get that kill, but it's okay that we didn't. And here we're just going to back up. We need to protect ourselves. Backline is key here. And we don't have as much Indomitable on the front line as I would like, but I am happy that we were able to at least get Guido up. Alright, there's 1 Indomitable. So we only killed 2. We could pretty easily kill 3 before the battle starts here. But even that's not quite enough. There are a lot of big boys on this battlefield. I think that's a unique orc weapon too. I think so. So that's a unique weapon. If we can win this fight. What's this guy's name again? Oxshack? Yeah, that's a... I don't know if that's a cleaver or... I forget what it's considered. But I've seen that before. Dang, they had all the resolve... or the initiative, rather. I thought our archers would be able to go first for sure. But maybe just them being tired from shooting. I feel like that's probably what happened. So now the berserkers are getting in. Nice. Yeah, we needed that. That's the type of stuff we need. Good, we put an injury on him. That's cool. We have to trust that our front line can clear out the ones that reach. And we have to continue to shoot for the ones who aren't yet engaged. Nice. Okay, a bit of a weird miss there, but I'm still happy he got the kill. Damn, I do not want to jump in on this. So let's just wait. Okay. Damn, I was going to say the one exception here might be trying to get a kill for Gwent. Because right now we have an option to do like a split this way or this way with Baldwin. And I think now we're going to do it this way just to make sure we get the kill. It also takes a little bit of pressure off Sir Chris, which I like. This weapon is just way too scary. It would have been nice. I was kind of hoping this Orc Warrior wouldn't jump in here because we might have been able to push him off the high ground. But either way, let's use Indomitable. Indomitable. We really need Sir Steinhardt to pull a lot of weight here. Alright, we're going to give up the high ground. I want to be able to attack at the beginning of the next turn. I don't think the warrior will have initiative over Lance. The big thing is Sir Steinhardt having initiative over this guy, which he appears to. Nice. Yeah, but he gets to attack again. He's got that big chain, which is really good for like AoE damage. Ow, that was my entire helmet, I think. Almost. Spear wall doing a little bit of work, and the stun. At least we already attacked. If we had gotten stunned before we had gotten a chance to attack, that would have been awful. Let's get that easy kill. And then we need to start putting shots on this Berserker. We can't let him go up and around. Damn, we needed Sir Balin to land that hit there. Nice. Okay, that sucks a little bit, but Gwent is a polearm master first and foremost. We'll switch to his polearm. Spear wall is doing its job. It's holding for us for now. Perfect. $64, $95. Yeah, I guess we got to take the 95. All right, buddy. They got a nice little triple surround on Lance, but Lance has underdog. Okay, and the Warlord is actually in here now. Ooh, that hurts. Keep the spear wall up. It may save us. But we really need to help out Sir Steinhardt. And to be honest, I'm not sure we can. If he takes 1 or 2 hits, he's just done. He has Nimble, so him being on just his HP is not the worst, but his HP is also a little low, so it doesn't feel great. I don't like this Berserker going up and around. But I feel like we just want to get this warrior out of our back line here. We've almost got him. $61, that's not great. Wow, we one-shot him. Awesome. Put a little overwhelm times 2. Should help us if he goes to attack. And the more wavering we can bring, the better, I was going to say. So what I'm thinking right now is I kind of want to kill this guy and then try and jump back here with Sir Balin. Because all of our other shots are basically at Orc Warriors. Yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, let's take a big shatter swing. Nice. Okay, he went for the push. That's so much better than what could have happened. Wish I could jump forward one more. We're tying him down, but I would love to get in this Orc Warrior's face and keep him back. Because kind of that could happen. And this is also something I want to do. Okay. Man, I should have attacked this one. I don't know why I didn't attack him. I should have let him run. It wasn't my favorite play there. Okay, more Berserkers getting into the back line. We moved... who's this? Isaac? Yeah, we moved Isaac here. Nice. To give basically Oshak more targets so that he was maybe a little bit less inclined to beat up on Sir Steinhardt. Man, I thought we might be able to kill him. That would have been great. But we still have a chance. Oh, no, never mind. Damn. I was really hoping they would give me a chance to shoot. But they did not. That's bad. That's both my archers offline. Okay, we'll just take the swings, I guess. Yeah, that was really bad. Damn. Alright, huge damage on the Berserker. Nice. We have a lot of stuff routing right now. Okay. That was not a lot of damage. Nice. I was thinking of trying to hit the Warlord and getting him to rout. They're really not that hard to get to run. Yeah, and once some of these dudes start to run and we start to kill them, it'll get much easier. But now the Warlord is in our back line as well. Okay. Let's try and get this Berserker out of here. Got some bleeding on Lance. Wow, that's a lot of bleeding. Thank goodness. That's a lot of bleeding on Gwent as well. Yeah, now I'm very worried about... Oh, he just lost so much. He was in his 40s and then he bled and then he went down to 29. It's pretty awful. That's pretty awful as well. Okay, Sir Balin gets a decapitation. Man, that weapon does no damage versus Orc warriors. Yeah, I mean, Gwent's also bleeding very heavily. I'm super worried about Lance. Okay, so now that the Warlord is routing, that makes things much easier. Banner comes out because he's not going to be able to continuously rally. We really needed that hit. Oh my god, he almost died from bleeding. He's not bleeding anymore. Okay, he's routing now. That was really bad. Damn. We're so close, guys. We could get out of this without losing someone. But all they need to do is land like one hit on Lance and he's dead. Had I been able to hit this guy, I might have been able to kill him. And then that might have wavered the last warrior down here. Come on, doggo. Fleeing. Okay. Damn, I was hoping to rout him there. Let's switch it back up. Move in here and take a swing at this guy. Dang. Okay, they're gonna get one more. I'm so nervous, guys. He swings next. And if he just hits Lance one time, he's dead. Oh, thank God. Okay. What a nerve-wracking fight. It's not over yet either, but... Nice, big hit. That mace is such an orc-killing weapon. Yeah, and we had a bandage here. We just had, you know, guys around. We couldn't use it. I think we could use it to maybe get rid of his cut arm. But if he's not actually bleeding out, gonna die, I don't really feel the need. Man, what a tough fight. We have the gear, luckily, to do these types of fights, but our brothers weren't quite ready, some of them. Lance ended up having to kind of carry too much on his shoulders on this flank, and so did Sir Steinhardt. We're actually really just lucky they survived. And man, Gwent just like not missing whatsoever with that pole arm. It's kind of amazing. So yeah, I was talking about my weekend, and man, I got sucked into this fight pretty hard. This is a great one. I don't think we'll be able to take on the Ancient Dead now, but... yeah, you ain't going nowhere, buddy. Because we're just too beat up. It's going to take a while to repair and to heal. But there we go. And like I said, I think we're going to get, cross your fingers, before we look at the loot, I think we're going to get a unique orc weapon, and we do. The Violent Mangler. That's a good one. A sharp and crude shard of metal with a wrapped grip resembling a sword, but a lot heavier, not made for human hands, as all orc weapons are. Builds up additional 5 fatigue with every skill use. It's a cleaver, and the weapon damage looks obscene. But let's be a little bit careful about what we take here, because we certainly can't take it all. All of these weapons are valuable. And the shields are valuable as well. And now we're full. Okay. We don't need this meat. We don't need... we probably have a quiver or something we can toss. I think these are junk. That's pretty much it. Whatever. That's good enough. Okay. And 31 tools there is really going to help us to repair. But yeah, let's head back. Man, I didn't think we were going to come out of that with people alive. So awesome fight to start the day. Let's, I think we also had a level, didn't we? Yeah, we had Gwent. Okay, cool. So Gwent's been getting just amazing ranged and stuff rolls. He's been doing really good with that. And we're going to get him up to 59 hit points. That feels great. And as far as his next perk, interesting. Fearsome would be nice. Crippling Strikes and Executioner would be nice. I'm kind of like looking at footwork. And rotation. But I feel like I just want to get Crippling Strikes, I think, and call that good. I do a series on Kingdom Rush. It's a tower defense game, and something that I kind of remark often is that in any kind of strategy game, and especially for me in that particular tower defense game, I kind of came to like a bit of a realization, which is that every time I would get stuck on a level, I would come back to it the next day with fresh eyes, and I would end up doing a whole new strategy. Now, I'm like good at the game, right? So when I start on a strategy, I feel like when I do it, I feel like obviously it's the best strategy that I can come up with at the time. So for me to sit down and for 24 hours to come back to a game and to have it, you know, a whole different strategy appear kind of before me, it really says a lot about the diversity of the different strategies you can use in that particular game. And I start to see the same thing with Battle Brothers. Every time I sit down to play with y'all, I look at my build and I'm like, man, I really like my build, but if I could do it over again, I would almost do a completely different build. And it's almost like, you know, every time you sit down to play this game, it's like you're, not going to say different people, but, you know, every day you learn and you grow and you change and your thoughts on things change. And when you pick up a game after playing it, not playing it for a long time, you can see the game completely differently than the way you used to see it. And that's kind of how I feel about this game. So I'm looking at different perks right now, and I'm feeling like I see a lot more value in them than perhaps I did previously. And it's kind of tripping me out a little bit. But I do like our build, that's for sure. We've never used strange mushrooms. I kind of want to use it just to show you guys what it does. Let's sell all this junk and make a fortune. Because at the end of the day, orc weapons are worth a lot. Some of these are about 200 a piece on average. We fixed up a lot of them, that's why we ate up so much of our tools. These shields are never worth anything. So basically I was telling you all that just to say that I think next time I end up doing a playthrough, I could definitely see trying like a wildly different strategy. Maybe one based around a lot of mobility and utility as opposed to just being really headstrong. And I think that'll be super fun in the early game, but I only worry about the late game. For the most part, you know, there are certain skills that I feel like you absolutely have to have in the late game, and it's a lot of things like Battleforged, Berserk, Brawny. I mean, to me, these three like different perks are probably the cornerstone of almost every build. And I can't imagine ever doing a playthrough where I don't have guys that have these abilities, because they just pull so much weight. So I'm interested. I'd be interested in trying new builds, but it might be hard. It might be hard for me just because I look at this game and I see it one way, right? But maybe in a month or two, who knows when the DLC is coming out? I hope it's soon. When it comes out, maybe I'll have a different perspective and I'll be able to show you guys a completely different style of play. That's kind of what I'm hoping. So we get another chance at a great helmet. It's expensive, but we're rich. We could pretty much buy any single thing right now in the game, I think. I have seen things in the shop for 40 grand before, though, so we're not out of it yet. Let's go in the tavern. Okay. Spent money just for him to tell me 2 times that there are ghastly diseases in the swamp. Appreciate that. And yeah, we need to get these lessons back on our boys. So like someone like Sir Balin is still using a full helm. The full helm is 300 with 20 fatigue. Versus 330 with 21 fatigue. Okay. I mean, it's one more fatigue for 30. That's perhaps not the best roll on this. But I'm going to get it anyway. Let's hook our buddy up. There we go. And we still only have 1 full helm left in our inventory, being used by Scaredy, who's already blind, so -3 vision, no problem for him. But the one person whose helmet I really want to change is Gwent. I would love to get another wolf helm, as crazy as that is to say. And I think this is the best one. You know what, I'm going to leave him with the helmet he has currently, just because, we'll sell this, just because I find at the moment that the -1 range isn't really coming into effect. Oh, we need food, okay. So sorry if I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between the different inventories, but let's get our food situation right if we want to continue to explore. And we're going to need a lot of food just because I want to go far out, but it's kind of difficult once you're injured, and which we certainly are. See what this contract is. It would be nice to get paid to do some stuff. Kill marauding greenskins. Yeah, we've kind of done this similar thing. But it'll give us, during our travel time, it'll give us a little bit of a moment to repair. Wow, we need a lot. We need a lot to repair, but compared to the 30 orcs we just fought, that's essentially nothing. But we do need to take Lance out, for sure. We'll do something like this. Put Aracel back in the center. And I think Sir Steinhardt's fine. Maybe we just want to tuck him in. And Gwent's a little hurt. We'll move him inside as well. That should be fine. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, compared to 30, I mean that was a pretty beastly orc fight. I'm not gonna say I was scared, but I just thought for sure there was no way we were getting out of that without losing someone. But our strategy worked. If I could go back and do it again, I perhaps wouldn't move out with Lance the way I did. I would probably keep him on the high ground, where I'd initially had him. But I just didn't anticipate him taking quite so much damage the way he did. So something else that happened this weekend, for those of you who perhaps watch this series on my channel but also follow my Total War Warhammer stuff, there was a big tournament this weekend, and it was pretty fun. They had a lot of technical issues, which I felt really bad for those guys. Steam went down during the tournament. Twitch was like having horrible issues, and for almost the entire time they had audio issues. But it was a really fun tournament. Some of the players didn't play as well as I know they can. It's a lot of people that I follow myself, and yeah, so some of the play wasn't great, but the finals were excellent. And if you're interested at all in Total War Warhammer 2 stuff, not only do I play it on the channel, but I'll be playing it a lot more in the future. Man, they broke through. That sucks. It's just, I was gonna say let's get rid of that guy, but he survived. Let's get rid of him. Nice. And we do have Berserk on him now. Okay. But yeah, I watched the tournament. It was a 2-day thing. And congrats to the winner. I think it was Soothsayer, if I remember correctly. Tlaxilon Soothsayer. He played very well and ultimately won. They had a decent prize pool. I would love to be involved with that in some kind of way. That's kind of my, like a long-term goal, I guess you could say. Somehow get more involved with the Total War Warhammer community. In the way that a lot of the other, bigger YouTube channels have gotten to be. We attacked that guy just because we knew we could kill him and then get the Berserk reset. So that's what that was all about. And we came up here to support Sir Balin because I didn't want him trying to take on a Berserker by himself. I felt like that would probably be a mistake. Let's put some Overwhelm on him. Him as well. Should probably have stepped into this spot. Man, Sir Balin's going to have a rough time up there if he keeps missing. Yeah. All the people we put Overwhelm on ended up trying to hit us or getting into our back line, so I'm happy about that. He went for my shield. Like a big jerk. Okay, good. We broke his nose at least. backline super compromised, but at least we tucked in Gwent so he's not on the edge like he was before. Just trying to fade one turn of being attacked and being hit on Sir Balin. Alright, there's our shot. Banner out. Alright, Sir Balin, save yourself. Oh my god. And he missed. That's 3 misses in a row. That's pretty hard to play around. Pole arm out. There we go. Trying to get the ones that already kind of want to run away to just run away. Nice. Still not dead. Could very easily kill Sir Balin here. I'm about to say, here he goes. He's dead. No? Okay. Just got him a brand new helmet. Alright, can we switch back to the crossbow? Probably not loaded. And it's not. There you go. I guess when it counts, you came through. But had he hit you, you just would have died. Jump in between. They run, we can just kill them. Can we not step up? Nope. Nice. Alright, so some easy crowns for us. We didn't even have to go the whole way, and now we're going to have a chance to repair even more. Because boy do we need it. 75 tools. Jeez. We have time for one more big fight. Maybe we can take on some Ancient Dead. I feel like we've been fighting orcs forever. And we kind of have. Yeah, I didn't expect them to get any new gear in. Let's just sell what we have. Really clear our inventory space. I don't know if we have anyone we want to try and use this on. We could see what the model looked like on the orc himself. I mean, it looks like this. It's a huge weapon. I mean, it's one-handed, but it does the damage of a two-hander. I'm not sure what the best comparison would be, but I mean, even compared to this one-handed axe here, it's the same fatigue, 18, and it has way less durability. But just the pure weapon damage, the pure damage on it, 50 to 88. I mean, that's enormous. Let's repair it. Oh, we can't do that. We're in a shop. Oh god, I probably almost accidentally sold it by clicking the wrong buttons. Let's repair it. Man, imagine if there was some cool orc armor you could get. We could hook a dude up. Like if we just had a character who had like really amazing fatigue, I could see us doing that. Let's perhaps bring in, yeah, let's bring in Wolfgang. Got more archers in here. Actually, no. If we're going up against the Ancient Dead, we'll want someone like Scaredy in here. But anyway, let's level our guys. Okay, so Balduin. This is an important one. Very important. We don't need any more HP. We need a lot more fatigue, sadly. Which is very sad because he's a sword master. Yeah, he's just old. Swordmasters definitely want you to not put them in heavy armor, but he had really good stats to become kind of a lone wolf bro. Let's take one final roll and resolve, get him up to 70. And we'll take a 3 in range defense, I guess. Call that good. Okay, so we're going to give him lone wolf. Sit him off to the side. And what else do we want? Fearsome could be fine. Killing Frenzy could be fine. Am I missing something like crucial? So like Lance has Steel Brow, but Steel Brow is really important in the early game if you don't have great armor on your head, if you don't have a great helmet. We can take a few. I mean, his helmet right now is 328. It's very rare that damage bypasses your helmet and hits you on the head. It is nice to remove the crit factor, though. So they're basically identical. If I just get Steel Brow on Balduin, he'll have the exact same build as Lance. Minus their masteries, of course. But I'm trying to see if there's anything here that might be better. I mean, I wouldn't take Steel Brow again. I think I would much rather take something like 9 lives. But there may be a chance for something else that I'm not seeing. So I'm going to take my time for a second and think about it. Man, Resilient seems kind of cool too, since we know that our toughest fight coming up may have us be charmed. Although his resolve being up to 70 already makes it kind of unlikely that he'll be charmed. We've taken Recover on Sir Steinhardt, and I kind of regret it. Not only does he have amazing fatigue, but he doesn't ever. I don't ever fall into the situation where I need it. I would almost rather be swinging. The difference is that Balduin has really garbage fatigue, so I could almost see using that. So right now I'm leaning towards 9 lives. And then there are a lot of good ones down here. I mean, you can't go wrong with Headhunter. You can't go wrong with Killing Frenzy or Fearsome. And honestly, if he had Crippling Strike's Executioner, that would be fine as well. Because, as we've said, you know, on-hit effects whenever you're able to hit multiple enemies. So, you know, if he's surrounded, he's got 3 guys in front of him, which happens often when you're a lone wolf. And he does his swing, right? Swing. Hits 3 enemies at once. The odds are he'll injure a lot of them. Then we also have Killing Frenzy, which is, I think, is what I'm going to get. I'm leaning really heavily towards Killing Frenzy right now. It'll increase his damage. Part of me wants to go for a defensive perk, but I mean, we have Indomitable, we have Battle Forged, Reach Advantage, Underdog, even Lone Wolf counts as a defensive perk. And so does Colossus. So we already have a ton. Let's get Killing Frenzy on him. Make him a bit different. And then we also now have Sir Balin to level. And that's an easy one. We're going straight for Battle Forge. That would have saved him a lot of damage in the last fight. And a 4 roll in Fatigue is a no-brainer. And we can take a 4 in Resolve. And we'll get rid of that -2 for him there. Being a two-hander with negative range defense feels pretty awful. But okay, I think we're good for the most part. We have a lot of repairing to do still. Another fight, Orc Young. I mean, is this just going to be like the episode where we fight the orcs? I don't necessarily want that. Okay. Along the way, you find Balduin struggling to set himself down on a tree stump. As he gingerly lowers, you see his legs quaking as though they can barely bend at all. He lets out a long sigh after he takes his seat. His sword is beside him. It is younger than the hands that own it, a replacement of a replacement of a replacement. He shows no fondness for it, but when he touches it you sense there is a reflection in the very idea of a sword, of how a man lengthens himself with it, and how he shortens others by its very blade. You turn to leave, hoping to give the swordmaster time to himself, but he notices your departure and calls out, "Hey there, Captain. Didn't mean for you to see that. How are you doing?" He leans back, rubbing one of his knees with a calloused hand. A bit of wind throws his tufts of grayed hair around. Old. That's how I'm doing. And I don't mean my age. By the years, I've been old for a while now. I mean, I'm old in the bones. I suppose I get by on reputation a lot more than skills these days. You immediately disagree, telling him that he's one of the deadliest men you've ever met. Save the niceties for the women, Captain. My vision's going. You probably don't want to hear that, but it is. My lead foot doesn't step like it used to, or my lead foot. The knee clicks, seizes up. One day that is going to cost me. My offhand has no feeling. The swordmaster clenches and unclenches his free hand. Feel anything? Nothing. I suppose the nerves are dying, and sometimes I forget things. I don't mean where I left my boots either. I forget if there is someone standing behind me or not. My sense of my surroundings, my real blade, has been dulled. For all my speed and instinct, it is time that has crept upon me, slow and steady, with no heat nor cold to give it away. It simply was and is and will be. I always thought I'd be bested by another swordsman, someone of talent, but I suppose I was too good for that. The swordmaster grins playfully. You ask if he fears a death with no honor. I realized a long time ago that when you become someone of my reputation, any route to death is going to be a disappointing one. They'll write it in the books how someone below my stature slew the great swordmaster. It's hogwash. If you want the truth, I'll tell you. I fear what I know is coming, that my body will betray me in the last moments. With time at its side, my body is what is going to kill me. The knee will lock, the grip will loosen, the shoulder will weaken. I don't fear death. I was too good for death, so death will have to wait. My body is going to kill me first, then death can have what's left, the sorry blackened sod. The writers and historians? Piss on them. If I wanted eternal glory, I would have fought an army by myself. From what I heard, you did. Oh, get off it, Captain. Now, help me up so we can get back on the road. He got older. Dang. Yeah, that's something that happens for sword masters. I kind of called that early on. He gets extra resolve, so now he's up to 80, but minus 10 hit points sucks, obviously. He's still at 90, which is not terrible. Minus 10 fatigue is probably the hardest hit. Yeah, now he's down to 39. We need to get him in better or different armor. And I think we can swing that pretty easily. I mean, I could just put him in this. But that feels really bad considering how heavily armored we want him to be. This is 245 compared to 320. Yeah, that was a really bad time to have that happen. Division and initiative don't matter. Not really. If we hadn't built so much into his resolve, we probably could have spared a few extra points for something else. The fact that he's fat and old is really bad. There's a chance to get rid of fat, but then, we lose another 10 hit points. But I would rather him be at 80 health with 49 fatigue right now. Yeah, this is a really bad time for that. Man, that sucks. That sucks pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, this is really not even that much extra fatigue for him. He's even wielding like the lightest weapon we have. It's only 6 fatigue on that. Dang. Let's try him in that. I mean, it's a risk. But he just made it to lone wolf status. And now he's like not a reliable lone wolf anymore. That feels awful. Let's camp. We don't want to fight these dudes at night. We might even want to switch out most of our archers. If they are in fact ancient dead, then we don't really need... We'll keep Ragnar, we'll pull out Ramen, I think, and perhaps put in Stacey. Okay, let's get in there. It's been a while since we fought a powerful group of ancient dead. It's just normal dead. God dang it. Well, that's okay. We still got a good group for dealing with them. And it's 26, so it's a good fight. We need to just be passing with our front line. We'll get some good shots off with the Zombonis. And yeah, I guess we can jump out here. At the very least, this is going to be a good fight for our training on our brothers. We're really going to be maximizing the effectiveness of that. Because it's percentage based. How much experience we get after these 3 battles, and it's 33% extra. So the bigger the battles we fight, the more experience, the more value we're getting from the training hall. Okay, there is a necromancer. It's good to know. At some point we're going to have to get around to trying to kill him. Yeah, it's a pretty diverse mix of undead here. They have the Necromancer, the Geist, and the Fallen Heroes. So that's a strong batch. I'm not giving up on Baldwin quite yet. There are better armors that we could get for him in the game. The Lamellar is very heavy for, you know, the stats that it provides. So I could see us getting more efficient armor for him than what he's currently wearing, and him still being strong and it not like reducing his fatigue as badly. So, not giving up on him yet. Swordmasters, retired soldiers, they all get old. And a lot of times that's why I just completely shy away from using them. We have some holy water inventory. We could probably one-shot all of these Geists here. You know, let's pass. Let's not use all of our attacks. I'm hoping the Geists will come in to range of Sir Steinhardt. Good. None of them got a chance to attack this turn. Alright, clearing them out makes it so that... Oh, dang it. We could jump in on the Geist, but he moved in. Maybe we can get rid of him here. Nope. A little bit too much HP. Dang, I was hoping to get that kill. Man, we need to get our banner out. And And hope, I was going to say, and hope that we don't get smashed by that great axe. Because boy, would that be bad. Our shield blocked a ghost hand. That's how you know it's a good shield. Yeah, we needed to get our banner out last turn. I don't know why I always think I'm going to have initiative over the Geist. Yeah, that's awful. That's okay. Ragnar is the next one to attack. After Raymond, of course, but... Okay, gotta switch it up. I think they're all in range. Oh, it didn't rally them at all. Okay, so Aracel is going to have to come through with the big rally. Okay, that worked. And that's why we have two sources of rally on a team. I know a lot of people like to make their sergeant their bannerman. Just personally, I like to have two instances of rally on two very strong characters that can kind of do it equally well. Man, I'm just trying to get to these guys, but they keep resurrecting right in front of me. That's what we were worried about. And we're scaring the heck out of the Necromancer. Alright, one less. Just trying to get the numbers down from around our boy. Guido is a strong brother. I would really hate to lose him. This episode's going a little long today, but we've had some great fights. Okay, man, he might be 1, 2. I think it's 4 spaces away. I know it's stronger based on how close you are, I believe. Nice. I didn't quite do the math, but I thought there was a chance we'd be able to attack again. Come on, Guido. You too, Baldwin. Keeping that one guy down. Okay, we should be able to take some of these out this turn. Oh no. Good kill. Perfect. We brought him back. And we managed to get away from this annoying Zomboni. Nice. Okay, I was worried about that. Wow, that's a really great... Now that I kind of think about it, that's a really great Geist killing weapon. We have, if we attack twice in one turn, we essentially have 6 chances to kill it. That's huge. Thank you very much. Was hoping not to miss there. And having him possessed is pretty scary. Double overwhelm. At least if we didn't kill him, at least we did get the overwhelm. And we need to get over here and take these guys down. Is that a unique shield? I have never seen that shield before. God. Oh my God. Baldwin. We just got to know you. Oh my God. Well, so much for him being a lone wolf. Man. Was that a fitting death for a Swordmaster of Legend? He knew his death was coming. I mean, the kind of thing is he might not even be dead. He might, well, no, never mind. He was decapitated. No, he's dead. He might not be dead. No, he's dead. Oh, man. That's tragic. We just kind of learn more about him. We have this nice long talk. Oh, man. That was his inaugural test run as a lone wolf. And to be honest, he did not pass. He just wasn't able to attack enough times in a single turn. He just... Yeah, and his armor was a little bit too light. That sucks. We put a lot of time and effort into him, but I don't think it's the end of the world. To have lost him. Yeah. I mean, I remember picking him up and not being that satisfied with him. His traits, rather, were really bad. He had fat plus... Well, fats can be a positive depending on their natural stats. In his case, however, it was a negative because he didn't need the HP, but he really needed fatigue. But he also, I think, superstitious, which is something we really didn't want coming up. And then he also managed to pick up old before it was all said and done. So... yeah. Damn. I'm still not happy to lose him. I'm especially not happy to lose him after we finally got to know him a bit. We need to make sure that we recover his gear. I think that's how that works, yeah. So we picked up the sword. I don't know if there's even a chance to leave behind gear like that. But I'm pretty sure I've had guys die before and I've lost their gear. So, no chance, no point, I should say, in risking it. Let's switch out to our crossbow in case the necromancer tries to run. Well, I know what today's title is going to be all about. The Saga of Baldwin, the Great Swordmaster. I mean, it's not like he died to like a base tier zombie, Wiederganger. I mean, he died fighting a great axe, a fallen hero, much like himself. If you fight a fallen hero, and you are a hero, do you die and come back as a fallen hero? And add insult to injury, he comes back to life. Ugh. What a jerk. Okay. So this should be it. This should be the end of the fight. Swords aren't the best here. I'm going to leave him up here guarding the body of Baldwin. Alright. Man. He only ever got 2 kills? That's pretty bad. Oh, during this battle, I was about to say. That doesn't sound right. And yeah, we got his armor back, we got his helmet back, his weapon, his necklace, his dagger. Pretty sure that's all he had, so we got everything back from him. That's good. And this was a unique shield. The Fallen Hero's Guard, a triangular wooden shield covered with leather and canvas. Old, but very well balanced. Oh, man. That's a shame. Too good of a brother to fall that way. He had his problems, but at the end of the day, he was still a fine brother to have. And we'll look to pick up a new one. I mean, Suitfest had some really incredible options for us last time we checked. There was a Hedge Knight, there were Adventurous Nobles. So at the beginning of tomorrow's episode, I think we'll go ahead and find a replacement. It's not someone, we don't necessarily need to train him up before the Witch's Hut fight or anything like that. Gunnar the Fearless, Norman the Legend. I think we're going to stay away from Swordmasters. They're too fragile. If we're not willing to build them like Swordmasters with this Swordmaster helmet and stuff that he's, well, the hat that he's wearing, you almost don't even want to have them. Sir Eswig, an Adventurous Noble, would be great. I was kind of hoping to pick up that Hedge Knight, but a guy named the Fearless sounds pretty cool. He's using a crossbow, interesting. Check the armory while we're here. Oh, nothing new. Well, anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. A lot of ups and downs. We took on a pretty heroic battle against an orc warlord, only to lose Baldwin to the foul clutches of a fallen hero. A fitting death? I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of an ironic death that an aging fallen hero falls at the hands of a fallen hero. But yeah, really cool that we got a chance to get his aging kind of storyline to happen right before he dies. Very, very cool. So, and the writing of that was very well. I didn't point it out at the time, but I was kind of really enjoying reading it. And I'm a big fantasy book nerd, so I thought that particular portion was very well written. But anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Good Talk Gaming. Happy to be back playing some Battle Brothers. See you guys in the next one. Take care.